Hi guys, I am back. I'm gonna scoot forward a little bit. Sorry about the washer and dryer running in the background. And I decided to film a tag video because I am getting ready for work and I'm waiting for my hair to dry a little bit more. If you don't know already about me, I don't really use heat tools to style my hair unless I'm curling it, and then I just use a flat iron on a really low setting. I'm trying to take really good care of my hair since I bleached it because, you know, I had new hair from when I shaved my head, and then I destroyed it by bleaching it for 8 months in a row. And it was really pretty and really nice and everyone liked it, but now my ends are really, really bad. No matter how I cut it, it just breaks off and breaks off and breaks off. So I'm trying to take really good care of it, not heat styling it as much. So I generally just, wear it up in a kind of loose bun, or I just let it go all over its own. Anyway, but I'm going to do this, and then while I'm finishing waiting for my hair to dry, I'm going to do a look that I'm going to wear to work today. So that should be up, I don't know, tomorrow, the next day, or even today maybe. I don't know. Okay, so I'm going to do the Perfect Imperfections tag. I got asked to do this, which is good because I'm doing this without makeup. I got asked to do this on my old channel, and I had filmed it, but I didn't like it, or I didn't feel comfortable talking about what I wanted to talk about, so I didn't put it up. I'm sorry, I'm like all over the place. I just don't feel I don't feel very pretty right now because I don't have my plugs in, and I just look kind of like gross because I don't have any makeup on. Okay, so basically, if you don't know what that is, it's still just, 3 things that you don't feel absolutely comfortable about, like your imperfections, and how you, just what you associate with that or how you feel about it. And then 3 things you do like about yourself. Yeah, okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. If you know me a little bit, or if you've known me for a while, you know my first one is going to be my weight is something that I don't feel necessarily comfortable with. I've been struggling since I was really, really, really young with weight. I went to a treatment facility for anorexia when I was 14 years old. Now, when I went in there, I weighed 85 pounds, and I was, almost as tall as I am now. I was 5'6" then, and I'm 5'8" now. So, and I got treated in a really, really poor way. Unfortunately, the center where I went had really kind of messed up way of going about things. They pumped a lot of food into me and wouldn't let me exercise, and I was freaking out, and I had all of this stuff anyway. So I gained while I was in treatment. I started at 85 pounds, and I left there at almost 200 pounds, and they didn't let me exercise, and they didn't let me get to a healthy weight or get my body to be healthy. So now I have all of these stretch marks all over my body, which is, okay, so sorry, which came from them, forcing food to me and not allowing me to become the healthy shape as it was going. So I have stretch marks from basically top to bottom, and I gained a lot of weight. And so after that, how uncomfortable was I going in with anorexia and being really uncomfortable with how I looked, and then leaving just massively obese for my height. And so I've struggled since then, up and down and up and down, and it's been really, really hard for me to do it healthily without not eating. There have been 2 occasions where I have relapsed back into bad eating habits, where I didn't eat for weeks at a time, and I ate really, really small portions. When I went to college, I was working out 3 times a day, and I went from being 200 pounds when I started college back down to being 140, so I lost 60 pounds in a 6-month period. So I shrunk down to a size that looked really, really healthy, but I did it really unhealthily. So when Pat and I started dating, I stopped moving, and this and that, I just gained a bunch of weight, and so now I'm back at that point here now where I need to do it healthy, or it's going to keep happening, and it's going to be more stressful on my health. So that's the biggest thing that I don't like about myself, and that's something that, I've struggled with for a long time, and now I'm really trying to do it right, and it's important to do it right, otherwise I'm going to get sick. So, and just an FYI, this is probably going to be split up into 2 parts, because, again, I'm filming on my webcam, and it just doesn't like to film longer than 10 minutes. Okay, So there's that. And then the second thing that I like least about myself is my nose. Okay, so if most of you know, like if you've seen my Facebook or how I take pictures, I always take pictures from this side because it's cute and it's nice and my nose looks fine. But if I turn my head this way, I look like a completely different person. And you can tell me looking head on that this is very, very crooked. Like it goes like, woo! So that's how it looks, and my whole face looks completely different from that side. Just like this is how I should look, and this is how I look because my nose is, you know, been broken several times. So I also have a deviated septum, and it's getting worse and worse. So my nose keeps like pushing and pushing and pushing, and it's really bad. But I'll have surgery to fix it eventually, and my nose won't be so bad. But I am pretty uncomfortable with it, and I don't like it when people take pictures of me from this side because my nose isn't laid flat in the center of my face, so it looks like a different person. I feel like it doesn't look like me. It's not nearly as pretty as I feel like I can be. And then the third thing I'm most insecure about after my nose, because that's just a stupid one too, is my hands. I know my nails are really, really bad right now, but glitter nail polish is impossible to get off, and I decided I didn't like the colors I picked. But, so I should have probably painted my nails before this. I have tiny, tiny, tiny hands. Like, I don't know, this is a MAC 150, and from length, like, we'll do it there. My hands are really, really, really small. Like, I don't know how to show you how small my hands are. Like, isn't it, they should be, like, as big as your forearm or whatever, and mine are just, like, not even close. Yeah, it's bad. I have really tiny, wrinkly little hands, and there's a way personal story as to why my hands are as the skin is as old looking as it is. They've got a lot of burn scars on my hands from when I was a baby. So, and that's the same with my feet and my knees and my joints look really, really old because I've got a lot of scars. But I hate them. I wish my fingers were longer and that they match my body. And my feet can kind of go on this too because I wear in between a 5.5 and a 6 shoe. I buy 8s because I'm 5'8", and if I wear a 5.5 or a 6 shoe on the weight that I have, my feet are embarrassingly tiny, and people notice it. So I just, like, I wear bigger shoes, and like, I did ballet for such a long time that I have a 4 starch, so that's why my feet are so small, and they will like eventually flatten out, and I'll wear like a 7 or an 8, like I should, but my arch is ridiculous, and it's embarrassing that my feet are that small. Yeah, I just don't like it. And as far as the things I don't like about myself, I'm always, like, kind of back and forth with how I feel about myself, physically, but emotionally I've kind of come to a point where I really do love myself, and I think it's really important that you do love yourself, because if you don't, like, how is anyone else around you going to love you? Like, they won't. Just you expect them to, and they're not going to because you don't have enough confidence to allow them in to love you. So I do love myself, and all of my little imperfections, which might be a lot of them, like my eyebrows and my eye shape and my lips. I hate my lips a lot. I hate everything. No, it's just one of those things. But stay tuned for the second half of this video where I'll wrap it up a little better. I'll be back in 1 second.